How's it going, Conway? Oh yeah, absolutely. You can face tank stuff with, I mean, it's 50mm bow. It's just, I mean, come on. So Conway, is KSE a subclan of KSC? Because I know they have KSD as well. Let's see, Alsace with the 200% camo, the Type 59. What can I do that's different? Well, let's get this graphic up here. Something like this. It says honor. That's why it works. You only know KFC? Lol. Okay, let's see. Flags wise, XP, free XP, credits, fire reduction, French flag, symbol reload, commander XP, secondaries, and repair party booster.
Commence operations.
Okay, it is. Got it. Yeah, and you guys were on the enemy team there on the clan battle that we just watched. So that was cool. You guys did a nice job, by the way, of from your side of things of flexing and realizing what works, what didn't. And unfortunately, your Yu Yang went out quick, but you guys compensated well for that. All right, so in this game here, we've got Tier 8 carriers on both sides, Implacable versus Shogaku. You are top tier. And you are secondary build. Now you said you missed it today. Did you guys already do your clan battles? We're doing our clan battle a little bit. Yes, I do love the Alsace. The Alsace is great. It's got so many guns. It's got 12 guns and 3 turrets. It's got all these secondaries. These are all secondaries here. These are secondaries here. I mean, it's just phenomenal. However, in order for this to work, you absolutely need to have IFHE so that your 100mm secondaries can do something other than pew pew and set fires. Ah, here in Japan, nice. Congratulations. You've had poor luck in the Alsace? Okay, well, I'll try to give you some pointers and stuff like that, and some suggestions for you. One thing about the Alsace to understand is that it's got 32mm armor all around, which means that enemy cruisers, light cruisers that spec for IFHE, anything with 152mm with IFHE will penetrate your armor no problem with HE. Any 203mm cruisers will automatically penetrate your armor with HE. So you need to be cognizant of that. You cannot allow yourself to sit out and get farmed, which you're almost doing right now. You want to play close to islands. You want to play this ship, and all French battleships, in my opinion, you want to play them like oversized cruisers. So you play the island waifu game. You pop around corners and stuff like that, and you get into secondary range. You use those islands to help you get there. And then once you get there, you secondary the crap out of anything. So what's this new build you were trying out, Courageous? By the way, guys, don't forget to enter the raffle. I've only got 7 people entered the raffle. Yeah, I figured you were in full secondary. Did you put IFAG on? Yeah, I love the French battleships. They're just a lot of fun. You don't have IFHE. Okay, so what that means is your 100mm secondaries. I'm just pulling up the calculator right now. 100mm secondaries divided by 6, they will penetrate 16.6mm of armor. Which means against tier 10 destroyers, they won't even penetrate things like, I think the Gearing has 20-odd-millimeter armor. So your secondaries can't even do that. they can't penetrate superstructure either, and so they are phenomenal starting fires, and that's about it. Look at the number of shells that they're putting out there. So for this build to work, you have to go all in secondary if you want to do a secondary build. Beautiful AP shot here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, you don't have manual secondaries. Oh wow. Okay. So you've got AFT then. Yeah. If you're gonna drop any of those, if you absolutely want Concealment Expert, and by the way, that destroyer did a great job of shielding you for a little bit there. If you want secondaries, but you also want that concealment, then drop AFT. Instead, pick up IFHE, manual secondaries, and concealment if you want to do it that way. Oh, beautiful shot! And you've got an Indianapolis and Miyoko. Miyoko is going to torp you because he went through that channel already, so you have to be thinking about that. Sean Horse is going to torp you because you're now turning into him and you're closing range, and his torpedoes are 6 kilometers. I think you're making a bit of a misplay here by moving too quick right now. We'll see. Shoot the Indianapolis. Sean Horse would be a good target. We can't see it. Ooh. We can't see it here, but when you look at your post-battle reports, look at all your secondary hits. You've got over 80 now, and look at how much damage you actually did with those secondaries. My guess is most of these are not penetrating. You started 1 fire with your secondaries alone. DCP now would be a good idea. You've run 2 fires. Okay, a little bit delayed on that TCP. Heal now, immediately. Heal, 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 heal. I think you're tunnel visioning a little bit much here when... Gotta get that heal up. Shoot, hurry up. Oh, you can't, that's right. You're reloading still. Lol. Nice hit. Did you do the secondary upgrade? Because it feels like your guns aren't reloading fast enough. No, okay, so do you have the reload on then? You don't remember? Okay, no worries, no worries. Now, so we can illustrate the importance of IFHE on this ship. 16.6, so 16.5 millimeter pen, which means your secondaries will pen 16 millimeters because it rounds up. Now, times 1.3 millimeter, you are now penetrating 22 millimeters armor, so you penetrate 21 millimeter, which means now your secondaries penetrate pretty much every superstructure, and they also penetrate all destroyers, and they also penetrate some of the cruisers, like your Minotaur and stuff like that. So IFHE becomes a huge upgrade for this ship. You've also got the 152mm secondaries. Those 152mm penetrate 25mm to start. With IFHE, they pen 32. Why is that important? I just talked about how your ship has 32mm armor. So when you're in a 1v1 against another battleship, another French battleship, or a British battleship with 32mm armor, your 152s will now penetrate that armor too. You had range upgrade. Oh, no. You need the reload upgrade. You absolutely need reload upgrade. Yeah, that's fine. Save up your Elite Commander XP. Respec. That works. Your team's doing a nice job there. The Shokaku is probably mincemeat. I mean, a Z46 and an Iowa chasing him. Whatever. You're making the right call here by focusing on A, because that's where your enemy ships remain. Neptune is probably butted up to the island by now where the volcano is. Right about here. I like the graveyard over there. Oh, the Nagato is moving in. You can use a heal, by the way, and I would definitely use a heal. That Yugumo could have, and probably did, sail to the right. We'll see in a second. Ah, see? And that Yugumo's got 12-kilometer torpedoes, which means if you just keep driving straight, you're gonna get those torps in your face. Possibly. You got the idea for secondary spec from Black Eagle. Oops. Saw him running it with IFHE and seeing great results. Yes, but you need manual secondaries, you need IFHE. And like I said, if you want to go AFT, you can. It's not fully necessary. You could drop AFT, especially because of the change in how anti-air works now. AFT is no longer as useful for that. So instead, what you could do is you could go for fire prevention. So that would be a very helpful choice there.
3 o'clock. Evade Mobius 1.
Oh, look at that. Boy, you got lucky there. So fire prevention would obviously allow you to get farmed less by, you know, fire spamming cruisers, HE spamming cruisers. Concealment would be a way to also go if you want a better opportunity to sneak up on people. You're running concealment right now, I believe, at 13.2 kilometer detection. Beautiful salvo there on the Nagato. So how are we... Shokaku torps the... the Iowa just got wrecked. Now slow down, because you need to cap this. And if he shoots you, or the Yugumo shoots you, they'll get a reset on you. There you go. Beautiful. Now, fun thing about Yugumos is that prior to the CV rework, everybody ran Yugumos with torpedo reload booster. And I have a feeling that most of them haven't figured out yet that that's a really bad thing to do now when you have carriers involved. So he probably doesn't have smoke. Reason I bring that up is because you could be popping your plane, and you did, good. And you use that plane as a way to spot around the island. Holy crap, it is snowing. I just looked out the window. It wasn't snowing before. It's coming down super hard now. Oh my god, I need to take a picture of this. Be right back.
Mobius 1, incoming missile warning. Missile! 11 RTB. 12 o'clock. Missile! 9 o'clock. Break! 3 o'clock. Evade Mobius 1.
Wow. Holy crap. Oh my god, it's snowing hard, yeah, jeez. Literally just started. As I looked out the window in between the replays. Okay, anyway, back to the game. Neptune fired his torps at you. Tell me, how are you struggling with the Alsace? I mean, this ship is just so fun. It got nerfed a little bit ago, but nobody bleeping cares because it's still great. Anyway, I hope this replay helped, and we talked a lot about commander builds and that sort of thing. Now, the fun thing about doing that IFHE manual secondary spec, and even if you want to go AFT spec, is you can take that captain. If you've got a Gascon, you can put him on the Gascon and use that in Operation Hermes, if and when it ever comes back. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, it's great. You can also do the same thing with Leon if you want to for Narai or something like that. I've had a lot of fun doing that. Okay, guys. Anybody here in chat have a replay at this point? I am not sure, but while you guys are telling me that, I'm going to load up the next one, the Aurora, because I want to save time here. And draw.